Riley is asleep in his cot. He'll probably make an appearance soon because it's 1:14 and that's when he usually wakes up from a nap, roughly, give or take. Who knows? Not me. Today, I'm going to do my makeup and complain, and he's gonna clean the bathroom
and complain.
I hope you enjoy it. Hello, it's Editing Tara. This is weird. I'm sorry, but I'm very, 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 very sorry about how long this video is and how jumpy it is. I did not have a planned script. I just kind of went for it. Enjoy. So I always start my makeup routine off by putting an aqua face mask on. It's old, it's dirty, but I have very dry skin, so I always do that first. Basically what I'm going to complain about today is why it sucks being a teen parent. It's very much not an easy thing to do. One of the main things that bothers me about being a teen parent is basically how I get judged a lot. Like, even from people who are closest to me, I'll be doing things, say making him a bottle, and they'll give me advice, but it's not really advice. It's like they're telling me how to do things as if I don't know, or I don't know what's best for my child. The amount of judgment I get for formula feeding him instead of breastfeeding him is tremendous. It's insane. You wouldn't believe it. So I don't do foundation when I do my makeup because I have very pale skin, but like it's just a weird complexion and I've never been able to find a colour that suits me. One of the things no one tells you about being a teen parent is how everyone assumes they're not your child just because I'm so young. I get so many looks. I get people whispering behind my back. I just get judged too often, and no one likes to be stared at. No one likes to be judged. And I guess I kinda should have seen it coming when, you know, I'm 18 and have a baby. But I thought I'd get more stares when I was pregnant, but no one really gave too much of a worry about it when I was pregnant. They did not care at all. You'd think a 17-year-old who's pregnant would be more entertaining. I don't think that's the right word. What do you hate about being a teen parent, sir?
Teen moms. That we've gone from having just our stuff to also having so much more stuff we have to clean and tidy and find room for.
Now, being a teen parent isn't all that bad. Like, I have cute moments such as this or this, but it's not the best thing either. Like, I have people who come and go in my life, and at the beginning I had so many friends and I had so much support and my whole family and everybody was there for me. But it got to a point where we got kicked out of our house because we still live with my mum. We got kicked out of my house and had to live at my dad's house on the couch, and Riley had to sleep in a porta cot for 2 weeks, I think it was. Like, we'll have people come into our lives. We have people come into our lives and they'll gift us things. They'll let us stay with them. They'll literally physically give us gifts. Why can't I say that word? They'll give us gifts. But it won't be a gift. They'll expect more out of it. Just cause. Like, even family members. Like, I'm poor. I can't afford things. I can't afford to move out. I have a job, but I can't afford to move out. And it's the realistic side of being a teen parent. Like all those teen mums you see on YouTube doing those I buy everything my child touches challenge. It's because of YouTube. They're not no, most of us can't actually do any of that for our child. I wish I could buy Riley everything that he wanted. I wish I could give him the world. I wish I could have my own place so that he had somewhere stable to be and he wasn't moving around so often. And I wish that we had somewhere to live that was our place, where our family could be. But that's not realistic. Like, I'm 18 and I can't afford to move out because the economy is screwed, rentals are too expensive, then there's power and everything on top of that, and you have to buy groceries. And at the moment, on the income that Cody and I have together, we can only afford groceries. We can't get all of those things that we want for Riley. I can't talk and do my eyeliner, I'm so very sorry. I'm not good at multitasking. Another thing that's hard to deal with being a teen parent, which I don't know if anyone's actually really talked about it or anything, but boy is it hard after you give birth when you've had a history of mental health problems and then you get postpartum. For some reason, because I'm a teen, everyone expects me to be able to deal with postpartum by myself. And in the first few weeks when he was born, it was difficult. I was struggling mentally, physically, I was drained. And he's a good baby. He doesn't cry much, he is always smiley. The only time he cries is when he's sick or when he's hungry. Even when he has a full nappy, he won't cry. He's an amazing baby. We really lucked out when we got this baby because God knows that if we have another kid, it's not going to be anything like Riley is. It's so much more difficult when you're younger that no one will ever tell you that. Like, my eyeliner is not the best and I'm very sorry, but I did that while talking, kind of, not really. Okay, I'm gonna go back to a point that I kind of made earlier, and it's about people judging me for things that I have no control over when it comes to my son, such as when he was first born, I tried to breastfeed him. I had every intention to breastfeed the entire pregnancy. I had colostrum, I had everything. I was the perfect person to breastfeed. He even latched amazingly when he was first born, but all of a sudden, at 6 weeks, my milk just disappeared. And we don't know what happened, and we had no choice upon this. So now he's formula fed. I would have breastfed him more if I could, but stuff happens, and so now he's a formula fed baby. But because we're teenagers, people judge us on everything we do. No matter what it is, we're always judged on it. So Riley has 6 feeds of formula a day because formula doesn't break down in a baby's body as well as breast milk would. So if we give him too many feeds, he'll become obese and it won't burn off at all. Like, it'll just sit there and stick to him. So we give him 6 feeds of formula, but it became not enough for him. He has hit all of his milestones early. It's crazy how smart he is. He's said mama before, and he's almost crawling, and he's only 4.5 months old. But as parents, we decided we'd start feeding him solids, as you've seen in another video. And our child health nurse said we're not allowed to feed him formula at all, and we have to wait till 6 months. But if we were to do that, we'd have an angry boy because he'd be starving and he'd become obese. And they judge our decisions as parents when we know that it's the right thing for our child. Feeding him solids at 4 months is not going to give him crazy allergies. He's not going to become insanely sick. He's just going to be a happier baby. But alas, because we're teenagers, we're wrong. No matter what we do, we're wrong. Another thing that really bothers me about being a teen parent is the amount that people I used to think were my friends talk about me behind my back. So before I got pregnant, before I gave birth, I had a job at a place in Australia called Kmart. America has it too, but like, Kmart's really popular here in America, as apparently it's just gone. That's where I met all of my closest friends because I dropped out of school. That was my home, basically. I felt safer there than I felt anywhere else. Then I got pregnant, and Kmart, my manager, was one of the first people I told because everyone's so supportive. When I come in with Riley now, everyone is obsessed with him. They all adore Riley. But some of my closest friends, people who I call my best friend at that work, are apparently at this point talking about me behind my back, and it's like, it's not as easy to just always message them and always hang out when I have him crying because he's sick again because he keeps getting urine infections and they cannot work out why. Like, no one tells you that you don't lose your friends because you have a baby. You lose your friends because you don't have time anymore. Like, but people that I haven't talked to in years now talk about me behind my back, and people I went to school with talk about me behind my back, and people who I thought were family don't want to talk to me anymore just because I have a baby. It's hard. And it's hard because you get used to having these people around and you get used to this constant, and all of a sudden your constant's gone and everything's different and nothing's the same. Everything might be better. I love Riley. I never get rid of him ever, but nothing's the same and nothing feels the same. Like, yeah, I've still got my friends, but 99.999% of the time it's just me and Cody. Another thing about being a teen parent that sucks, and just being a parent in general that is difficult, I assume. I'm not a normal parent, I'm a teen parent, so I wouldn't know about other people, but having a baby can put a lot of stress on a relationship that I wasn't ready for, and I don't think Cody was ready for either, because having Riley has been a real test for our relationship. We're both under so much pressure. We're both just so stressed out all the time, and it's beginning to become a problem within our relationship. Like, the amount we're fighting is not healthy and it hurts. I hate fighting with Cody and Cody hates fighting with me, but because we're teenagers, I know this is a stereotype, but we're teenagers and we get angrier easier, and we're young and we get upset about things that wouldn't upset older people. Not older, but like older people.
I went to give him a kiss, but my hair touched him and he was like, and then tried to grab it, and then my glasses fell on him. I love you.
I love you too. But like, being a teen parent isn't all bad. There's so much good in it. I'm saying this now to wrap it up because I'm almost done my makeup. But like, I'd never get rid of Riley. I'd never change any of the circumstances ever. That little dude is the light of my life. I'll pick him up in a minute so you can see him. It's just hard, and I don't want people to look at videos like the ones that I've been posting or like anyone else's and think that being a teen parent is an easy task at all. Because although I support teen parents and I support people who are pregnant as a teenager, I don't condone it. I don't want people going out of their way to get pregnant as a teenager, not knowing what life is going to be like after you've had this baby. Because family can shut you out. People can get mad at you for the smallest things just because now you have a baby. You're an adult now in their eyes, even though you're still 17, 18, I don't know, younger than that maybe, who knows. But they think that just because you're young, it's different, which it's not. I'm a parent. I support my kid. I don't let anyone else pay for his needs. All of the things that he owns, I got. I raised him. I've gotten him to the point that he's at. Me and Cody together have done everything for him. We've not ridden on anyone else's backs. We've not done that. This is the finished look, and this is the finishing statements. We adore being teen parents. We just adore being parents in general. I don't want people going in and thinking that everything's a lot more different than it is. because what I've explained today, which is probably messy and it's probably all over the place, and this video is probably way too long, but all of it's true. All of it's stuff that happens. All of it is what being a teen parent realistically is. Good morning! I love my little dude, and I love our little family, but
I don't regret him at all, but it would have been nice if we had him a little bit later.
But he's here now, and he's got the cutest little tummy and the chubbiest little cheeks, and I love it.
I love him.
I love him, and I love you. So thank you all so much for watching. Sorry that I was just complaining, and I'm sorry about how choppy this thing is. But I hope you got a real look inside what a teen parent really is, and what we do and what we put up with, because that's what the point in this video is. So thank you all for watching again, and I hope to see you all later. Tomorrow. That works. Later tomorrow sometime. We'll see you sometime. Goodbye. Okay, say goodbye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. He's like, Mom, I just woke up, please.
I mean, we could do late night.